Hey there guys and dolls, my name is Celtic Titan and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved. So, now that we're done with the main game, which we've been done for a while, thank goodness, we're going to be jumping into the official scenarios. Now, I thought originally that in order to do these, it would be like the mobile version where you would have to do Santa's Little Helper and the Black Death to unlock everything. I don't know why I got that. I mean, obviously I've done Santa's Little Helper. We did that months ago. So I should have realized that wasn't going to be a thing. But I have received a couple of requests to go ahead and do the Black Death. And we're going to do all of them. We're going to go the whole way through all of these. But for now, what I want to do is I'm going to do this one here, Flight Club, because truthfully, mad cow disease is just, it's wrecking me right now. I've got to come up with a little bit better strategy, a little bit better way to go. That plus it's ridiculous. And the Black Death is another one that's just horribly difficult. And I mean, it's going to require a lot of luck and a lot of patience on my side, which I just don't have right now. So this time we're going to go ahead and do Flight Club. So, as you can see here, let me move my mouse out of your way. Huge leaps in aviation technology have seen humanity unlock the true potential of suborbital flight on a commercial basis. In this future world, you can get from London to Sydney in 2 hours for a fraction of the cost, and every country has an airport. Does the idea of Greenland getting a major airport excite you? Absolutely, sir. Yes, it does. Because that changes everything. It makes things so much easier, and there are tons of flights that go into Greenland, but more so, almost every single country in the entire world has an airport in this scenario, so it's gonna be awesome. So what we're gonna do here is I've been working with the virus on normal in this, and I've come up with a pretty good one. I think it works pretty well. I don't know why that keeps popping up for me, more than likely because I got the new computer and everything just kind of transferred over, but this version as it exists on my computer hasn't really kind of caught up with that yet. So we're going to go with ATP boost for extra DNA at the beginning, like I usually try to do in most Mega Brutal runs. Darwin is to increase the chance of my plague mutating. Now there can be an argument to just go for genetic mimic, but since I'm using a virus, it's big deal. What makes a virus in this game is that it can mutate, so I want to play on that big time. I don't want to have to evolve symptoms if I don't need to. I'm going with Aerocyte this time instead of Aquacyte because everywhere has an airport. I want this thing on the planes and I want it moving around. Extremophile to help me in all environments, and then Translesion to help me so that if, heaven forbid, we start mutating out of control and we get something with a horrible amount of lethality too soon, I can take it back, and if it happens a few times, I don't have to worry about that cost to devolve it increasing every time on me. So let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to go into Mega Brutal. Alright, so what are we going to call this? Man, I am so unprepared for this. I'm doing this so last minute. You know, I can't remember what we did for Santa's Little Helper. You know what? Just for now, who cares? We're just going to go ahead and call it what the scenario is named. Hopefully we'll come up with something a little bit better going forward. So what do we got here? We're going to go ahead and start in Saudi Arabia again, as we always do, because, I mean, Saudi Arabia goes to a lot of different places. So let's kick up that speed. All right, let's jump in here. We're going to go straight into Air 1. Again, because I want this thing on the planes. The moment it gets to a point where it can get onto a plane, fantastic. Now, obviously, we got to wait for a little bit for Saudi Arabia to get good and infected before I can really hope for it to go too far. I am going to pick up one level of water just to kind of help on that front, just in case. And plus, that helps me in the humid countries as well. So that's never a bad thing. How much for Air 2? 16. All right, cool. And then we'll move on. In this scenario, I am banking heavily on getting on planes. So these extra transmissions, I'm only going to pick up maybe towards the end as I enter my lethality phase, so that, you know, like if I have a country that's lagging behind a little bit, you know, let's say is rural, I can evolve livestock, or is, you know, hot, you know, things like that. So Or like if I just need to hope that I can cross a land border, I'll go with birds. So we'll see what we get towards the end here. But anyways, let's keep going here. And actually, I think I'm going to evolve a couple of symptoms myself soon. Hypersensitivity, that's not a bad thing. That does help you in richer nations. That's never a bad thing. Okay, we definitely got to start working towards drug resistance since we're in America. Perfect. We haven't really moved... Oh, I was about to say we haven't really moved anywhere cold yet, so we don't need to worry too much over that, but... Here, let's slow down just a sec and grab these. Now you're going to notice I go pretty quick in this scenario. Let's go ahead and pick up coughing just to get the ball rolling. Give us a little bit more infectivity. Now this one's, again, is going to go crazy fast. There's not much I can do about that. And that's a good thing. That works out in our favor. Huge. Pause, please. Thank you. Because if we can move fast enough, we will have enough people infected that it just won't matter. It won't matter what they do. Man, I need to get some mutations going. So, we are going to go into the special abilities, and I'm going to pick up a couple levels of viral instability just to help with the mutation process. Hopefully that'll work with Darwinist, and, you know, we can really bank on that, helping us get those higher cost lethality mutations taken care of. Holy moly on a cracker. See, I'm telling you, this one is crazy. Oh wow, we've got most of the world infected. Let's start working towards necrosis then. Perfect. 30 for necrosis. Sneezing is mutated. I will absolutely take more infectivity. Come on now. Where are we at? Only Sweden and the Philippines. They both have an airport. I am not worried about that. Perfect. And let's pick up necrosis. We're going to start working towards total organ failure next. Because remember, necrosis makes it so our lethality does not affect our Sorry. It makes it so that necrosis and all that lethality does not affect our ability to continue to infect. That's the big one. There we go. And truthfully, I believe it is all over for them. Oops. So we're just going to keep on rolling. We're going to keep picking up more and more lethality as we go. I told you it would go quick. I told you it would go quick, guys. Anemia has mutated for free. That's totally fine. We should probably look to a genetic reshuffle because we have more than enough. A little more lethality wouldn't hurt. You know what? Let's go for more lethality and then we'll build towards a genetic reshuffle. What do we need for that? 29. Okay. Perfect. Now we'll reshuffle their cure on them. And where are we at now? Projectile vomiting. Perfect. Here. It doesn't really matter what they do at this point. I'm going towards insanity to help us out with... we'll pick up paralysis too. To help us out with that cure a little bit. Tumors is mutated for free. We'll pick up internal hemorrhaging. Oh no. Oh no, who's not completely infected? Angola, what are you doing? Oh no, we've gone way too much into that. Yep, Angola counts as a poor country, so we'll pick up blood to help us with our infectivity there. Perfect. See, and that's what I'm talking about, paying attention to what you've got going on. If there's a country like this, Angola, that's just not keeping up infectivity-wise, we can go ahead and pop that blood one, and it will just nail the country. Or like I've had instances where China wasn't keeping up, so I picked up rodents for urban. Let's see if I can I reshuffle one last time on you? No, that's okay. So 2 biohazards for the Mega Brutal run, not bad, I'll take it. I believe you have to get this done in under a year in order to get the 3. But, I mean, as you can see on Virus, Mega Brutal was super easy, super quick. It did not take long at all to take care of this one, and we've got it banged out. It's another one in the books for our Mega Brutal run. So, there you have it, guys. There it is on Virus. Hopefully in the next week I'll be able to get the Black Death run taken care of, and we'll be all set. And so, guys, for now, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, go on ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you can keep seeing more from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.